Hi everyone and welcome back to the Overtake GT. This is an 800PP build, 1000 brake horsepower, 4-wheel drive turbocharged Lamborghini Gallardo, the LP 560-4. This thing from 2008 is an Italian bull, and when you take it somewhere like Spa or anywhere like that, you get a quarter mile in 9 seconds in this thing. It's so quick, fuel efficient, fantastic to drive. Now you want to enjoy this? It's simple. Get your Lambo Gallardo, follow me to the tuning shop, and let's get this build underway so you can win at any track you take this absolute beast. Okay, so now we're at the tuning shop. It's time to get this thing dialed in and ready to go. It's an absolute animal. You can see 1000 horsepower, and yes, I know I need to do an oil change. Well, let's crack in with this first. So weight reduction stage 1. Club Sport, you want to get bore up, high lift camshaft, high compression pistons. Weight reduction stage 2, power restrictor and a ballast. Semi racing, you want to get a racing crankshaft, a fully customizable computer, medium RPM turbocharger, fully customizable LSD. Weight reduction stage 3 and increase the body rigidity. Under racing, you want to get engine balance tuning and polished ports, a racing intercooler, racing air filter and racing silencer, racing exhaust manifold, racing brake pads and a racing brake kit, slotted discs on this build, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, racing clutch and flywheel, torque vectoring center differential, fully customizable racing transmission, and a set of racing medium tyres on this. The racing hards, they don't do it justice. You need racing mediums to maximise what this car can do at Spa. If you go anywhere else, I would highly recommend the racing mediums as well. It just gives the best balance on the car on track. Racing softs is going to be reducing the power down. You don't want to be doing that at all, so stick to the mediums. The hards, you won't get anywhere that you can maximise again the fuel and the tyre wear at the same time. The medium tyre, because this car is so good on its tyres, racing mediums are the best bet, so trust me, get them, you won't be disappointed. Extreme, get some inters and make sure you've got those in the bag just in case. Again, if you go anywhere where there's a bit of weather, a bit of jeopardy, you're going to need them there. Now, carbon ceramic brake kit, I did buy one of those just to see what it was like, and I did put it on the car. Didn't make a change to the PP, but again, if you want to try that, be my guest. You can see new engine, new body. You're talking 130,000 for a new engine and 312,000 for a new body. So make sure you keep it on top of your maintenance. And ultimate titanium connecting rods and pistons and a carbon propeller shaft. So now we've done that, let's get to GT Auto. I'll show you how much an oil change is on one of these, and then we can crack on and enjoy it. Because the main thing is, I've only done 295 miles and I've got to change oil already. So you need to make sure that you're keeping on top of it, otherwise your car is going to cost you a fortune. Right, let's head over there now. So now we're at GT Auto. Car maintenance and service is the first thing you want to go on, and while we're there we'll do an oil change. But as you can see, you want to get a wide body and get that installed on there. You install a wide body, you can have a gorgeous livery that looks like that as well. Get that wide body installed just while I do an oil change. Now, an oil change is 350 credits, absolute buttons. And did you see that? The brake horsepower went up, so it's critical to keep on top of that. So the horsepower dropped down. It is now touching 1001 brake horsepower, where this thing should be. So let's crack on, move on, and here we go. So next up is car customization. And while we're there, what you'll see is the wheels. Get those sorted out first of all. Now the wheels I've gone for this are raised wheels, and as I go down you'll see there they are, the Grand Lights 57 FXZ. These things look absolutely amazing, stand out, and all you do is get 19-inch standard wheels, room width wide, offset standard, and get them installed on the car. Once you have those installed, you want to go to custom parts. And at the front, you want to get Type B. The side, Type B. The rear, that's right, Type B. And the wing, Type B. So now again, you have all that installed. Pretty simple to remember when it comes to your custom parts. It's Type B Once you have them installed, we can move on and we can start adding things then, like a bonnet pin or a tow hook if you like. You can see mine on the front of the car there. You can go to other, light bulb. I of course went for the LED lights, number plate and caliper colour. A livery editor, if you want to make one like me, go mad, have so much fun. This is obviously WEC inspired, World Endurance Championship for those that don't know what that means. And also Iron Dames, because that's who my little girl loves watching, and that is why you'll see flashes of pink on there as well as their logo, and that luminous green is just to stand out from the 700PP tune, which is white. So now we've done that, you can have a go load style, pick one someone else has done and enjoy it, but as I say, have fun either way. Let's get on that setting sheet and let's get this Raging Bull ready for you to bronco down any track you take it. Here we go. So here we are back at the garage, and you can see now 1001 brake horsepower. This thing is astonishing. And you've just seen I lost 5 brake horsepower because I needed to change the oil. So make sure you keep on top of it. The last thing you want is to be sapping power or losing anything when it comes to these cars and tunes, because otherwise you're going to be the one that is trying to figure out why you start to come in second, third, fourth and dropping down the grid. We don't want that. We want you to win. We want you to win in style, and you want a car that's going to last. So look after it and do your maintenance. It's critical. Now you've been told off and that's out the way, and you can all smile. Let's move on with the build. Okay, racing mediums, get them installed on your car. Body height adjustment, 120 at the front and 125 at the rear. The anti-roll bars 8 at the front and 10 at the rear. The damping ratio compression, 30 at the front and 35 at the rear. And the damping ratio expansions, 50 at the front and 45 at the rear. Now your natural frequency is 3.45 front and rear. Negative camber angle, 3 front and rear. And your toe angle is a 12 at the front and 0.05 and dead centre at the rear. Now make sure you smash that subscribe button and stop missing these tunes, because the more you help me grow this channel, the more I can give back to you with builds, fun stuff, and obviously a tuning guide. Here we go. Initial torque 6 front and rear. Acceleration sensitivity 20 front and rear. And your braking sensitivity 17 front and rear. Now on the torque distribution I did a 40-60 split. That's just I prefer to drive like that. You can go for a 50-50 if you like and have that full 4-wheel drive experience. That might help those that struggle to drive in the rain, especially somewhere around Spa, but a 40-60 split is just what I prefer. And I do have the rear brake balance set to 3 just to make sure this car suits my driving style, but just as necessary. Now on the aero, 159 at the front and 330 at the rear. Your ECU dropped that to 97%. 117 kilogram ballast position 24, and your power restrictor stays at 100%. Now your top speed on the automatically adjusted KMH, make sure that's 300 on your fully customizable racing transmission, and make these manual adjustments. First gear is 2.364, second gear 1.755, third gear 1.368, fourth gear 1.090, fifth gear 0.888, and sixth gear 0.727. It's a final drive of 4.400, revving at over 10,000 RPM. I'm telling you now, with this 800PP tune, you want headphones on and you want to turn it up as loud as you can, and you want to just savour that exhaust. Now it is absolutely astonishing. It is probably one, if not the best sounding car that I have tuned. From a stock Lamborghini Gallardo to this, I'm not talking about a fully race tuned car that we've adjusted and amended. I'm talking about a road going car, and we've turned it into this astonishing race car that you can enjoy, you can fully use and utilise. And it has over 1,000 brake horsepower, and you hear every one of those rattling its way down that exhaust can and into your headphones. It is amazing. Anyway, let's move on. You've got your medium RPM turbocharger on. I think if it had an anti-lag system, probably be too much wheel spin if it had something like that, too much power, if there's such a thing anyway. But you can see that's everything installed on there. Now look, this last lap at Spa is something to be savoured. You want to know what it'll do there, what it's like to drive. Just watch the screen and see the speeds. You will not be disappointed. I absolutely cherish this car, and it is now my all-time fave. This is a 10-star car all day long. I don't care who you are. This is one of those cars that you need in your garage. You can turn to and it'll go, right, I'll take on the competition, and not only will I win, I will win comfortably. I didn't realise how far ahead of the competition I was. Watch till the end and see. And I also want to know, what is your fastest lap here? Fuel map 6 in this absolute gem of a car. Right, watch this. Okay, so you join me here on the last lap at Spa, and you can see we're catching these back markers, and it's just a case of overtaking them now and getting past them safely. But listen to that exhaust note. Listen to that. Just listen to that raspy noise. This Lamborghini does not disappoint. Fuel efficient, great to drive, 4-wheel drive, gets you out of trouble if you ever get into it. This thing has been absolutely brilliant. Now you'll see, look, I've lapped everyone. Unfortunately, Hazel is going to be getting lapped again. Now this car will not disappoint you. It's a great drive, it's a great front runner. Taking it easy after the horrendous downpick. See how wet it is offline. I don't want to go offline and crash. But seriously, this car on fuel map 6 can get you 7, even 8 laps, depending on how you shift. And if you do a bit of lifting and coasting when that rain comes over, about 15 minutes in, you know, it really does pay dividends. It does help you a lot, because it means that you can ride out the first part of the bad weather, you know, when it's able to be used with slicks, and then when you need your inters, you're about here, and when you get to here, it's just a case of take these 2 corners nice and simple, nice and easy, and then that's it. Then dart into the pits. So as I go a little bit wide, miss my brake points, but just dart into the pits and you'll be fine. But this car, honestly, it is a blast. But the noise, it's the noise. Listen to that. Listen. What a noise that makes. It is absolutely phenomenal, and I love it. Right, so the basics of this car are: make sure you're in the right tyre at the right time. Right tyre at the right time. It sounds daft. Just make sure you are. You know, I think the livery is great. I lapped everyone twice. Twice. Thought it was once. That's how much fun I've had in this thing. Twice. Wow. That is something else, isn't it? That is something else. A Lamborghini Gallardo has just lapped and beat everyone 2 laps over. And then what does that get you? It gets you this, 1.5 million credits in the bank. Now, it's such an easy car to drive. It's one that you really should be using. Don't let it pass you by. There's a 700PP tune on the channel as well. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and stop missing these amazing builds. Do everything as I've said and it will not disappoint you, I promise. Okay, share, tell everyone, hit me up on social, tell me what cars you want to see next, and what is your fastest time at Spa? Fuel map 6 in this car. Right, see you in the next one. Take care.